Welcome, everybody, to Dead Talk Live. Tonight, we welcome Arielle Raycene, who is in a new horror movie called Kill Her Goats, which is premiering on demand March 28th. Arielle, thank you so much for being our guest here tonight. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We're
Or how
good.
are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm excited to chat with you. So, there's a lot to go over, but before we get into the film, you are involved in a lot of various different projects. One is a company called Real AF. What can you tell us about the company and what it does?
Okay. Yeah, it's a tech platform that I am the co-founder of. And basically, you know how OnlyFans has gotten so big, all those subscription platforms?
Mm-hmm.
Well, basically, we're doing using creators to go in and they shoot 3D volumetric videos,
Okay.
and you can place them like anywhere. So you can release it to all your fans, and you don't have to have any you don't have to have an OnlyFans or anything. You just have a fan base,
Mm.
and they buy it like, and it stores in a wallet, and you can like do anything you want in those videos. So it's basically like you could sing, like give a performance, and they could be in your living room. So it's kind of like the future.
Wow. That's like
Yeah, you
really
can do,
artificial intelligence stuff right there.
yeah, I mean it's coming. So
Yeah, that sounds really, really cool. At this stage, do you see any need for it in the entertainment industry yet?
well, I think to have like a live concert inside your living room would be pretty cool. Also,
Absolutely.
I think comedy shows would be cool too, to have like your favorite comedian in your living room watching. And it's like a private show. For like OnlyFan girls, it would be like them stripping or, doing
Yeah,
some
gotcha, got you.
R-rated things for you in your bedroom or whatever you want.
The possibilities are endless. Now,
Yeah, the
you
possibilities are endless.
you have done quite a bit of modeling and have appeared in several magazines. Was modeling what got you into acting, or the other way around?
No, so I joined LA Models when I was, I want to say 3. And
Three.
then I got into an AT&T commercial, which got me my SAG card. So yeah, so I started doing commercials for modeling. And then when I like moved away from LA and I was in Kansas, there was only theater for me. So I was doing theater. And then I always had the acting bug in me. And then I went back to LA and pursued acting.
That's awesome. Now, while you were in school, you won, let's see, the Broadcast Education Association Award for Best Documentary. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, it was about child obesity in Arizona and how there's just not enough resources, and like how the schools, like for instance, they'll be serving them pizza and that counts as a vegetable because of the tomato sauce in it or something. And they want to do away with like PE and all that stuff. They're prioritizing other things, and a lot of these like low income houses, they don't know about like nutrition. They'll
Yeah.
go to KFC and stuff. And yeah, so that was what the documentary is about.
Now, in your bio, you're described as having a social media presence spreading the message of self acceptance. What
Mhm.
makes you so passionate about promoting this message?
Well, I think in this industry, it's hard to accept yourself for who you are because you always think you need to be in this place at this time. Like, I've always thought I should be further along or whatever, but after you accept that you are where you're supposed to be and
Hmm.
everyone's career path is different, um, it makes life a lot more enjoyable.
I know. And with all
And when you
the
don't compare yourself to other people and stuff.
Exactly. And with all the noise today in social media, speaking of social media, you have a very large following in social media. As an influencer, do you feel an added responsibility to promoting healthy ideas to the young adults that look up to you?
Yes, I do. I try not to like think about that part too much because then you're like constantly trying to make other people happy, but I do want to put that message out there. But the message is I really want to put it just like be yourself, do what makes you happy.
Exactly. I totally agree with that. Now, in regards to social media, do you think it's very important for people out there that have a public presence like you do is to promote because there are a lot of young kids looking at people like yourself and other people, and it's about making everybody feel good about themselves and not trying to be something they cannot be. You feel that's important?
I do feel that's very important.
Yeah,
Um,
it's
yeah, and as long as it feels authentic to you to promote it, then that's what you should be doing.
now you are a very, very, really busy person. How do you manage to keep a balanced lifestyle where you just don't burn yourself out with the acting, with the company? I mean, what's your secret on keeping it all balanced out?
I wish I was more balanced. I can't say that I am particularly very good at balance, but I have started like, when it's going to be my period or something and I'm just not feeling like doing anything,
Yeah,
I allow myself not to do anything. So, and like Sundays, I try not to do anything at all. Like
exactly.
anything I want to do, I will do. Like go to the farmer's market, stay in bed all day. Like that's my day.
I agree. It's a good day of rest. Okay, so let's talk about the film. Kill Her Goats. It
Would you
is
like to talk with an Alexa Prize social bot?
Oh,
that's Alexa. Excuse me.
Alexa,
She
hi.
just goes off on her own. Okay, so you are the
So
star.
scary.
You are the star of Kill Her Goats. It was written and directed by Steve Walsh.
Yes.
First off, how did you get to meet Steve and book the role?
So we shot this like 7 years ago, and
Wow.
I know. So I was like starting out, like, I was on my hustle all the time. And it was one of the auditions that came in. And I remember I was in Kansas visiting my mom, and I had to have my mom read with me. And thank God I'm like very good at being scared and screaming. So it didn't really matter how my mom was reading it with me. And I was in a basement. My mom was babysitting. We had to go downstairs and shoot it. But yeah, and then I booked it.
That is so cool. You spend a large part of this film soaked in fake blood. It looked like you had a lot of fun doing that. What was it like on set to do that?
The crazy part is that, every single day it has to be the same.
Hmm.
So the photos, it's just like redoing the same makeup, but they had to redo the same blood appearance every single day, which was fun.
How many
But
hours a day did you spend in that makeup chair just to get it just right?
I don't know, like a couple hours every day.
Wow.
And then in it, like all day long. I mean, it was kind of gross after a while. And like that tank top, the white tank top I wore every day, like I was so over that outfit.
I can imagine.
It was like dry too, It was just like dry.
Did you guys all form a nice bond and relationship on set, being together all that time and friendships were formed that were not there before?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I didn't know anyone. I think the playmates all knew each other from Playboy.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, it was fun. So some of the girls didn't stay as long because they just like made a shorter appearance, but
Hmm.
everyone was so cool and friendly. And yeah, everyone has gone completely their own way, doing their own thing, which is fun to see where everyone ended up now that the movie's coming out.
Can't believe it's been 7 years. Now, there is one scene in the film that I have to ask you about. It's when
Yeah,
you and your sister in the
yeah,
movie
Danny.
are attacking this bad guy. We don't want to reveal too much. And then you guys turn on each other.
Yeah.
That is kind of confusing for me. What kind of explanation did Steve give you? What's your take on what happened between the two sisters there?
That was actually my favorite scene. Um, I think I think I was jealous. Something raged in me. Steve didn't give me a whole lot of direction on why I was doing the things I was doing, so I just had to.
Did you have fun with it? Did you just like, okay, this is what I have to do. I'm just gonna
That
go
was
with
my
it.
favorite scene. Yeah, no,
It
that was. favorite scene.
It's the one that sticks out to me the most because it's a good scene, it's funny, and then it leaves you questioning, okay, these are sisters. I totally understand sibling rivalry, but they're coming at each other with an axe.
Yeah, I know. I think Audra got a little possessed sometimes
Uh,
throughout the film.
yeah, yeah, that could definitely be a possibility. Now, as your career progresses, I mean, is there any one particular area that you want to focus on? Acting, this new company of yours, or do you want to just keep doing as much as you can do for as long as possible?
Well, for the company, I'm directing the girls when they come inside the studio, so that I'm having a lot of fun directing. But no, acting is definitely my number one baby that I still want to keep pursuing. So,
Okay, great.
yeah.
Now, you know, for people looking to get into either modeling or acting, is there any piece of advice that you would give them at this stage?
Hmm. Yeah, it's not going to happen overnight. You really have to stick with it. Also, if you have any other hobbies or like passions, go do that because I bet you it's easier than this. I always, when I meet people on set and they're always like, I kind of want to do like go to law school and stuff and do that. I was like, go do that.
Do
Like,
that.
do that. That's a sure thing. The shitty part is like, we can't go to school and be like, okay, now I'm going to be a celebrity or an A-list
Hmm.
star. That's
It's
not the way this career works
no,
out.
it
So,
is extremely, extremely difficult, as you know, I'm sure you're very well aware of. But at which age did you said acting is your thing, and you said you got picked up for modeling? You got into SAG at the age of 3. And when were you aware, like, you know what, this is what I really want to do as a career?
well, when I was a kid, I just thought, well, I'll go be an actress. I'm going to be a veterinarian and I'm going to have 100 kids. So, like, that's where my head was. Um, but after high school, I definitely knew I wanted to be an actress. But my dad was like, you can always go to acting school, just go get your degree in
Yeah.
something. So I was like, okay, what can I get that is the closest thing to acting? And I chose broadcast journalism because I was in front of the camera. So,
That's good. Now,
yeah,
you mentioned directing with this company. Is that also down the line, maybe in the entertainment industry? You want to take the helm behind the camera?
I would love to. I just did it for the first time like the other day when we had studio time and I had so much fun. So, yeah, that's definitely on my to-do list. I am writing a script, but I mean, I don't need to direct that. I just would love to see it get made.
That's great. Thank you so much for coming on here and sharing all that great stuff about you. Again, Arielle Racine, check her out on social media. The movie is called Kill Her Goats. It's streaming on demand March 28th. Ariel here is the star of the film. So it's definitely interesting. What you think of the title, by the way, when you first read the script? I mean, Kill Her
Or,
Goats. It's not like your normal roundabout title. What were your thoughts on that?
I thought it was like a play on words. I mean, yeah, that's what I thought it was, like a weird play on
But
words.
there are actual goats in the movie. Did that surprise you having to be on set with real
Oh,
goats?
I had nightmares about goats like months after.
Why? What happened?
I don't know. Have you been around a goat? The way
No,
they look
I'm
at
a
you, it's
city
like
boy.
there's like black dead eyes inside of them. And you don't know where they're looking, what's going on. It's just like they're dead inside.
Now you got to work with Kane Hodder, who's very famous being the guy behind the mask in slasher movies. What was he like on the set with you?
He was a really chill, laid back dude.
Okay.
Like, yeah, just super chill. You
Yeah,
know,
he's been doing this for a really long time.
yeah, he was there for his scene and like he was there for, he was like in the zone.
Hmm.
So there wasn't much like talking, but he was really cool.
Awesome. Ariel, thank you so much for coming on here and sharing. Again, guys, the movie's called Kill Her Goats, March 28th, coming to On Demand. Check it out. I want to thank our audience, those of you who are tuning in live, and those of you who'll be watching later on. On behalf of Ariel Racine and myself, stay safe, stay walking, and good night, everybody.
Thank you guys.